This goes out to all the people who are crafters, jewelry makers, artists, people who spend a lot of time working with a lot of different artistic tools, usually at a table in a seated position. The majority of you are vastly unhealthy. And I'm not saying this to shame you, quite the contrary. I'm saying this to remind you that it only takes a teeny tiny little itty bitty bit of effort to put yourself on a better path that can snowball into a much, much different life. The tiniest little steps are going to make you feel better. They're going to make you happier. They're going to change everything. Just get up out of your seat right now and stretch. First of all, just stretch a little bit. Just put your arms up over your head and see how far you can push them. Lean back, twist, hold on to something, and just feel your body moving in ranges of motion that are pushing it just a little bit further than you normally do. That elasticity in your joints is going to come in huge help. If you stumble or fall at some point, it'll be the difference between a couple bruises or a serious broken bone or damaged joint. Get yourself some little teeny tiny dumbbells and just put them around the living room where you'd normally just sit and watch TV, and just pick them up and lift them a little bit here and there. Just walk around the house and lift them. Stop every now and then and remind yourself that you can use more water, and just take half a cup and drink it. And suddenly you'll realize you feel better. It's very rare that you don't feel better drinking an extra cup of water out of nowhere that you weren't expecting to drink. I've had whole stomach aches go away, headaches, indigestion, fatigue, all kinds of things. I mean, I learned this in the Army when I was 20, and it never left me. Like, drinking an extra cup of water once or twice or 3 times a day can very often remove half the health problems that you're feeling on a daily basis. But if you take a cup of water and then you stretch a little bit, and I don't mean painfully, I mean enjoy the stretch. Like, it feels good when you stretch, and try to find every possible way you can stretch your arms and legs and your back and your torso and your neck, and just get up and move around, and it feels really good when you're done. And then get a can of soup in each hand or a water bottle and just start lifting them. Just put them up over your head, lift them in different ways, and walk around the house. Put on the television, watch TV while you're lifting them. Just do that for a few minutes. And then go on Amazon and order yourself some really small, cheap dumbbells, and just sit them around your coffee table and slowly start lifting them at different times. And start going for walks. Take the dog, take a friend, whatever. I know I have some wild, crazy teenagers and early 20s who watch this channel who are running off and doing sports in between making art and jewelry, and they're doing great. But what I've come to know by talking to and following and even meeting and hanging out with so many of you is that the vast majority of the crafting world is older, often retired, and that's wonderful, but way more often than not have not been taking care of themselves for decades. And I want you guys to have the best life. I don't want you to have to be in the hospital if it's not necessary. I want you to live extra years to see your grandchildren, maybe even your great-grandchildren. So please do me this favor and get up and just do a little something right now. And just every time you think of it, just push yourself in little ways that are not even hardly uncomfortable, just little ways. Do this every day for a month. I guarantee you're going to start feeling better all day long. And next time you go to make jewelry, pay attention to how you sit. Try not to slouch. We all slouch so much. Even 12-year-olds are slouching now over their smartphones. Try to pull yourself back and sit up as straight back as you can, and hold yourself up straight while you're making your pieces. Even if you can only hold it for a minute. See how different that feels. How much more alive you feel. All right, guys, keep making awesome stuff, and keep your body tuned so that you can make even more awesome stuff. And when you take your stuff to the craft sale, you can lift the tables and the bins and everything you need to lift, and you're not going to injure yourself or get yourself overly fatigued just setting up your booth. Everybody have a wonderful day.